Hello Silver Wolves and welcome back to the channel. Okay, in a recent video where I was showing a 72-hour loadout, I was kind of pressed for time because we had a major rain cloud coming in and I was worried I was going to have blowing rain out here on this back deck. And so I didn't have the camera at the right angle for you to see how I was going to do a Ranger roll. And several of you asked, do that a little more in depth. Okay, we'll do a tutorial right quick on doing the Ranger roll. Why are we doing a Ranger roll? Ranger roll is a way that we can put our clothing or our gear, usually our clothing, it can be other gear as well, into our rucksacks and be able to reach in and grab it and pull it out as a unit. Why this is important is we're muffling and pulling stuff in and out of our bags and everything else like this, and we reach in to get a hold of something and everything else comes out with it. So we avoid that by grabbing it as a unit. Plus we can have things pre-set up. We're going to deal with that in a second. So let's talk about the basic Ranger roll. I'm going to take a pair of pants. I'm going to fold them in half. I'm going to lay them down in front of me. Now I'm going to take one leg and I'm going to fold it like that away from me. I'm going to take the top of the pants, I'm going to fold down to there, and then I'm going to take and roll up the bottom leg all the way over to here. Now once I do that, I'm going to run my arm into the pants leg so that I can feed it, turning it inside out, back around itself. See, I'm taking my hand and actually gripping, okay? And that allows me to pull the pants leg back over the entire pair of pants like this. So it becomes like it's in a tube. Now, when I put that in the bottom of my haversack or my rucksack, and I run my hand in and grab hold of it, when I pull out, it's a unit. It's not going to be all tangled up and legs wrapped around everything else. I can pull this back out of the top, see what I got. If it's wrong, I can put it back into the bottom of the bag. Typically, the way that I run my bag is the camp setup gear is on the top. That's going to be the tarp and the hammock or the tent, and then whatever kind of rain gear I've got will be right there in the top as well. Those are my number one grab. Below that's going to be any kind of cordage, stakes, anything else. Whatever I need to set up the camp. The lower priority, like clothing, is going to be in the bottom, because I want to be able to pull this out as a unit. Now, that's how to roll a pair of pants. How to roll a shirt, let's say a button-up shirt. I take where it would button up, the openings, put those two together, grab it up here at the collar, fold it like that, fold it, whip, let's do this right. Okay, to do a shirt, we're going to take the shirt, and we're going to put the shoulders together, grab it in the collar, and we're going to fold it in half this way. Okay, here's the two openings, and it's doubled inside itself, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to take this sleeve, fold over this way, this top part I'm going to fold over this way, and now I'm going to roll the rest of the shirt down into a small, tight wad. Then I'm going to open up that sleeve I left out. Again, I'm going to run my hand in it, and then I'm going to grab this part right here, and I'm going to squeeze it with my hand inside. Just like that. And then I can still hold it that way. I'm going to take my other hand, and I'm going to pull the sleeve back over it. Just like that. Now that is a shirt ready to go. For a t-shirt, my niece has got them if you're looking for them. Tinkering Around Crafts Kentucky. I'll put it down in the description box if you want one of the Blackie t-shirts. I didn't mean to do that, but I grabbed a t-shirt. Okay. Same idea. I'm going to fold the t-shirt in half. Fold this down. Fold one arm back. And then I'm going to roll it up. Now to make it even tighter, remember I fold it in half. Fold this end down. Take that one arm, fold it in. Now I can fold it in half again. Okay. And now roll her up. Nice and tight. And then when I get all the way up here, I'm going to run my hand inside like before and pull that sleeve over the end. So there's the shirt. Now, when I mentioned doing it in a set, now this is one I rolled on camera, but this would be here in the heat of the summer. During the day, all your clothes get sopping wet. There's no use changing. I keep my socks separate so I can pull out a section of socks, because due to me perspiring and just rivers of sweat running down my legs, the boots may just become full where the socks are just sodden. If that happens, I'm going to change socks. I'm going to stop doing whatever I'm doing, take my boots off, take my socks off, let my legs air dry a little bit, wash them off, cool them off in the stream, whatever I need to do. And then I'm going to go back with dry socks to keep from rubbing blisters. I prefer to wear wool blend socks for my summertime and really all year long activity, because they hold up the best. Those pure cotton socks that you get at Walmart or wherever, in the bunch of them in a bag, they just wad up and become like wet tissue paper to me, and they rub blisters. I don't have that problem with the wool blend socks. Your experience may vary from mine, but for me, that's the reason I do that. I go with those type of socks. And so I want my socks separate so I can just reach down there and pull out a section of sock. Okay. And then the socks that are sodden wet, I'm going to hang up in camp to try to air dry them a little bit before putting them back in the pack. So it has now been a full day. My clothes are completely sodden, etc. And it gets to the point of the night. It may be 11 o'clock at night down here in the deep south where you get that first cool breeze. Till then, you know, because of sundown and etc., at 8:30 at night, you can still see a glow on the horizon. The sun's gone, but you know what I mean. And so the heat is just radiating out of the ground. So till you get that little bitty breeze, somewhere between 10 and 11, depending on the night, I don't even bother changing out of clothes. I'm done for the night. I've eaten my meal. I'm ready to go to bed. So I don't want to sweat in these clothes. I don't want to exert. So that's when I'm going to do my little bath. I'm going to pull out my body wipes or whatever, or I'm going to have me some water that I pulled out of the stream that I've made sure is good and clean, etc. And I'm going to wash the sweat off of me and then dry off. That's when I want to pull out my fresh clothes to change into. So to make a set, we will say, this is a pair of just thin pajama pants. Old ones, got some holes in them, perfect for taking camping. Okay? I'm going to lay them out flat, and I'm going to take the t-shirt that I want to sleep in tonight. I'm going to fold it in half, just like this, and I'm going to put the arms down toward the foot, toward the opening down here, folding the two arms in. And then finally, up here in this top third, I'm going to take a clean pair of underwear, folding it in half, putting the band up here to the top. Lay it out in this configuration. Now I'm going to take the okay, so now let's talk about doing a set. This set is what I'm going to pull out at night after I've got doing my washing and everything else. So this is going to be my sleep clothes. I want it all together. I'm already going to have socks I'm going to change out, so they're not including this. I'm going to take these are old pajama pants, got some holes in them and stuff, perfect to take camping. I'm going to lay it out this way, and then I'm going to take one leg, the top leg, and I'm going to throw it away from me, like that. Okay? Leaving this other leg straight out. Now I'm going to take the t-shirt I'm planning on wearing. I'm going to fold it in half, just like that, getting a hold of the arms, pulling them out, and I'm going to lay it down with the arms toward the foot. Okay? Finally, I'm going to take a clean pair of underwear, fold it in half, put it up here like this, in this configuration. Okay? Now I'm going to start tightly rolling this down. Right here is that folded pant sleeve. When I get to there, I'm going to stop using my arm, and now I'm going to roll back the other way with the top. These two bands come together like that, nice and tight. Now I'm going to grip them together, and I'm going to run my hand down inside of this pajama pants leg, like I've showed before, until I get up here and I can grip tightly that top edge together. Now I pull this over it. Okay. That is my complete clothing set tonight for me to sleep with. So when I get done with all my washing, I'm sitting on the edge of my hammock and I am ready to put my sleep clothes on. I have pulled this out of my pack. I know that that is fresh underwear, fresh t-shirt, fresh pants, and I've got a set of socks already out. Put them on. My dirty clothes that I'm probably going to wear tomorrow, because why get multiple sets of clothes sopping wet? I'm going to hang them up on the ridge line or whatever, run a stick through the arms so it'll hang there like a scarecrow, and hopefully in some nighttime breeze dry a little bit. Okay? In the morning when I get up, if these clothes are not wet because I didn't sweat during the night, if I did, I'll have to dry these out. If they are still relatively dry, what I will do is I will take these clothes and I will have a line or something. Usually it's one of the lines to my tarp. I will drape them over in the morning to let them air out from any kind of moisture they may absorb during the night, if they're not just sodden wet, you understand? And then I will put back on those clothes that I wore yesterday. Or I will pull out fresh clothes. If it's going to be a 3-day event, I will typically have the clothes I wore in plus one complete extra set and 4 extra sets of socks. I'll have the socks I'm wearing coming in and 4 additionals. That will take care of sweating. That will take care of dunking in the stream, whatever, where I need clean socks and dry socks. I will have 1 pair of sleep clothes set up like this that I can pull out and put on. And then these will be kept dry. In the morning when I get up, I'm not going to wander around and go drink my coffee and everything else. When I get up in the morning, I'm changing back into my clothes or I'm putting on new clothes. My dirty clothes will be rolled up, and after it's been aired out, rolled up and put back in the bottom of the bag. So it's a cycling process, you see. I have found from staying in the field, this is the most efficient way to do it. You keep the cleanest clothes available. If you're going to be out longer than a couple of days and you have a water source where you can wash your clothes, I have been known to take my jungle fatigue shirt, the pants or whatever, and go down to the stream and give them a good rinsing with a little bit of soap that is okay to put in waterways, that is not detrimental to the environment, and they make such stuff. Clean it, rinse it, hang it up, and let it dry in the sun, and actually do laundry in camp. As long as I've got 1 to wear and 1 to rotate and 1 to be completely dry to sleep on, I can go for a week or more. Or I have gone a lot longer, but it starts getting kind of funky after a little bit. But you understand. I hope this answers your questions, guys. Ranger rolling is just simply putting your clothes into a smaller, more compact. Yes, I could make that even smaller. But I want something that when I put it in the pack, it kind of stacks, see, like that. And when I run my hand down in the pack, I can tell by feel that's a t-shirt, that's a shirt, that's a pair of pants, that's my sleep clothes. And I have found that this is, to me, the most trouble-free way to do it. Hope this helps you guys. Thank you for the comments, and thank you for the request to do this. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.